Within the year, communities along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, including Magboro, celebrated the return of electricity to their domain after years of neglect. It was quite heartwarming, except that they now are no longer comfortable with the electricity tariff. It's an uncommon and unusual sight to find power here at Magboro, one of the numerous communities along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. For years, despite its proximity to Lagos, the people have had it up to their neck and never stopped expressing the perceived neglect they suffered in terms of infrastructure and power supply.
They just flash the lights that December. After flashing, we didn't see anything still now.
Everybody is happy. You can see everywhere now. We are happy.
It is a wonderful development. We now have light here since Wednesday, and it's been 24/7.
For this generator repairer, there is a lull, as opposed to when the community suffered blackout. It's now a case of different tales for different folks.
So we see difference, there is difference since when light come. So you know we sell bulb, wire and many things. Since when light come, things are moving. But before, you know, we are not even selling anything. But since when light come, we see difference. We bless God.
Customers will testify, they got power in December, but it lasted for like about 2 weeks, because also at that point there was also a system collapse, so the general generation dropped, and then since then we've been at it.
When electricity supply to Ikare Akoko became terribly poor, the people who could not bear it any longer cried out to Benin Electricity Distribution Company for intervention. Just as promises were made, so they were broken. Join us for that report. Ikare Akoko is a commercial center with various small and medium-scale businesses and trades. Unfortunately, these activities have suffered serious setback as a result of non-availability of electricity in the town. According to the residents, power supply to the Ikare and the entire Akoko land, made up of about 40 towns and villages, was cut off. As a result of lack of electricity, the entire community is usually thrown into total darkness.
It's going to 2 years now that Ikare is in total blackout. There is no light, and people are trying to survive by putting up generator to charge their phone, or better still use power bank to charge your phone.
Over 1 billion naira bill was given to the communities in Akoko by the Owo Business District of the Benin Electricity Distribution Company. For instance, Ikare, with a customer base of about 4,675, was given a bill close to 300 million naira.
The number of customers they put here is greater than the number of houses in the town. For example, Ibaram, Ikakmo. Now, if you look at Ibaram number 5, the number of houses in Ibaram, the houses in Ibaram are not up to 432.
These youths, among whom were students and artisans such as barbers, tailors, welders, have kept their protest alive, carrying placards and chanting solidarity songs, calling on BEDC to restore power to the community.
A resolution is ongoing. Both parties have met. We have agreed, and the two parties are also playing their role. And hopefully, at least before half of this year, they should be energized.
The state of Benin Auchi Road, Mokwa Jeba Road, both featured an eyewitness report. This also brought to the light the huge infrastructure deficit the country is faced with. How do we begin to deal with these challenges? Let's relive those reports. For most travelers from Benin going to Ekpoma and Auchi, their journey begins at Ramat Park, Ipuba Hill. and this usually takes between 45 minutes to an hour. But that's no longer the case due to the dilapidated state of this all-important road. Vehicles going to the north or returning ply the Benin-Auchi route, which now reeks of neglect and riddled with potholes.
From Enya to Opoji Junction, we know they see buyers again because of the road were not good. So I bet they help us, make more to the pass and make they repair the road.
I've left Auchi since for like 3 hours now. I'm in Irekpe now. I still have about 2 hours drive before I get to Benin. In fact, it's really terrible.
The way out is to find alternative route to this major highway, Benin-Auchi Road. One of the big institutions, Ambrosalin universities, is along this route, and there's no alternative route from the university to the town, to the community. So if there can be a route, another route linking university through Uke, Ujuele to Ukmenu, we will reduce the pressure from this community. From the major route will be good.
The story of the poor state of the Benin-Auchi Road continues to the Okbila Junction, resulting in a waste of time and economic resources. In Enugu State, the construction of the Amagunze and Ndemude bridges by the state government was a relief to the connecting communities and a boost to economic activities. That moment is up next.
This is Amagunze in Nkanu East local government area of Enugu State. A community of over 10,000 people surrounded by a vast space of land and water. The members of this community are predominantly farmers, with their children learning to farm from a very tender age. The Nyaba River is said to be responsible for the death of many, both young and old, who have tried crossing over, especially during the rainy season. They have wondered why their community is considered a place for political campaigns and not to be provided with basic amenities.
Those people that are going to school, we stop them going to school during rainy season because maybe sometimes the water will now overflow. So for them not to now cross will be difficult for them. So we now stop them during rainy season. It's only during dry season we're now expecting them to be going to school.
Government promised to do it and we did. I can't believe that. Economically, it has opened the place, and our youth and businessmen around will benefit from it.
Provision of infrastructure fast-tracks the development of any society, which is why government must, as a matter of importance, pay due attention. As these Enugu residents get respite, others in similar situation would hope that the state government would extend a related gesture to them.
Don't forget, you can always be part of Eyewitness Report by capturing those moments you want us to talk about with your camera and then send to our Eyewitness portal. Download the Channels TV app if you don't have already. Launch and swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, then follow instructions on how to upload your story. It's that easy. And don't forget, it mustn't always be a sad story. One more thing, always add location and a form of contact such as phone numbers or email so we can get in touch with you and follow up on your story. Now let's see some of the beautiful moments you uploaded this week. Those are your short. Please keep them coming. You may also want to visit our YouTube and other social media pages to view previous editions or hint us on development on stories already treated on this platform. Thank you for staying tuned. Till next week, I am Chris Alems, and I promise I'll keep my eyes on you. Bye-bye.